The screen fades to black. Eerie ambient sounds fill the silence. Then, a whisper, barely audible, just above the sound of a creaking door. You'll never be alone in that room, because the one who came before you is still there. Cut to a dimly lit hallway with an old wooden door at the end. The camera slowly zooms in on the door. It all started with a simple, unassuming move into an old apartment. It wasn't anything special, an ancient building, a bit run down, but affordable. Perfect for a fresh start. But there was something wrong, something off about that one room. The landlord had warned me not to go near it, but of course, my curiosity got the best of me. The first time I saw it, the door was locked. Not unusual in old places, I thought. But I couldn't shake the feeling that something, was watching me. There was strange about it, his eyes darting whenever I mentioned it. "Just leave it alone," he'd said. But how could I? One night, while rummaging through the basement, I found a key, a small tarnished thing that seemed to call to me. It fit the lock perfectly. I opened the door to find nothing. The room was completely empty, save for the thick dust that had settled on the floor. But something felt wrong. The air was dense, colder than the rest of the apartment, like it had been sealed for decades. And then, as I stepped inside, I heard it, a faint whisper, too soft to understand, but chilling nonetheless. I thought it was my imagination, until I saw the outline of a figure in the corner of the room. At first, I assumed it was a shadow, but it moved. Slowly. Purposefully. As I backed toward the door, I felt my chest tighten with every breath. The figure didn't move. It stayed exactly where it had been, staring at me. The whispers grew louder, words that didn't make sense at first, but then I understood. "You shouldn't have come here. She's still watching." That's when I realized the truth. The apartment wasn't just haunted by some restless spirit. It was cursed. The previous tenant had vanished without a trace, her belongings left behind. But something had stayed with them. Something unseen. Something waiting to make sure no one escaped that room. The figure in the room grows clearer as the whispers escalate. The camera begins to shake. The walls around the room start to distort and bend, as if the very space is alive. Suddenly, the door slams shut behind me. I can't breathe. I turn around, and there, in the corner of the room, are the words etched into the wall, in fresh blood. "You're next." The screen flickers, and the whispers turn into a chilling, distorted voice. "You shouldn't have opened the door." Will you survive the forgotten room, or become part of its curse? Subscribe to find out what happens next.